Fubara don finally respond to Wike and all the pro-Wike lawmakers and the elders when they support say make federal government no give Rivers State their allocation. Fubara say they be enemy of progress when we wan suffocate Rivers State economy. They wan just spoil government for im hand. Fubara say God na dey in charge of the affairs of the state. Say shame on all of them.
Which I believe is no longer useful now. Immediate pass. So I'm finding it difficult to use that word here, but let me say, His Excellency, our leader, the foundation laying governor at that time, which fortunately the foundation is still standing whether you like it or not. Sir Dr. Peter Obi. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, which is no longer a second mistake, but a right decision from what we are seeing today. Professor Mrs. Ngozi Odo, the Speaker of our own House of Assembly, this is the only state that has two assemblies now. Right, the Honorable Speaker, Victor Oko-Jumbo, the President, Customary Court of Appeal, Rivers State, and other judges that are here with us. The Dean of the Anglican Union, and also the Bishop of Ikwere Diocese, and other bishops that are also here with us. Service commanders, and also the acting chairman of the Nigerian Legion Rivers State chapter, the secretary to the state government, and other members of the state executive council that are here, elder statesmen, chairman of the Rivers State Council of Traditional Rulers, and other royal fathers, both the ones seated at the high table and also the ones behind me. The mayor of Port Harcourt City, and also all the local government chairmen, by the special grace of God, the ones that are functional, we are the ones that have them today. Special guests that are invited to this occasion. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, let us observe a minute silence for the late Chief of Army Staff, General Labaja, and also our own the late chairman of the Legion River State, Reverend Colonel Charles Hart. They are so rest in perfect peace. You may have your seats. I, on behalf of the government of Rivers State, join the good people of Rivers State to start the preparation for the January event of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day. Today's event is Emblem Appeal Fund launching, support for our fallen heroes, their widows, and also those ones that they've left behind. This event means so much to me because I fall in the category of the dependents of a fallen hero. Maybe you don't understand. My late father was a military officer. So I'm also one of them that are dependent. So this donation today, since we have people like Dumolu de Brazil, the money must be high. It's important because every January, when my mother goes for that event, she comes back smiling. I know that. So we'll have to join hands together to make this one very special. We cannot do enough. No matter what we do, the losses are there. Those spaces cannot be filled. But the only thing we can do is to cushion the effect. And in cushioning that effect is our support to the survivors of the fallen heroes. I feel very sad when the chairman mentioned that the employment that was allocated or allotted to the Legion have not been assessed. But I also need to correct maybe that comment there. We had two sections of employment, and one part of it is the main civil service employment, which I suspended because the number of people that were employed were not needed anymore. What we need in Rivers State is professional engagement. We have teachers, we need doctors. We've gone past the stage where you employ 10,000 civil servants, admin and all those things. It will not help the growth of the state. So that was the reason why I suspended it and insisted that employment that should be approved should be professional employment. We are going to go to the general one later. I can say boldly that we've employed over 2,000 medical doctors. The records are there. We have also employed the teachers, at least for UBE, have okayed the approval of 1,000, which they did before. We find out that there may be some errors there. I've approved it. And we've also asked them to increase the numbers, both for the UBE and the post-primary. So, acting chairman of Legion, your 50 slot is still there breathing. You will assess it. On the issue of scholarship, the Rivers State government has not given the scholarship board any approval for scholarship yet, but there are some scholarship program that we do. We do in PAMU. We also did recently in Wigwe University. So if it's those one, the process of selection, the Rivers State government has no hand in it. You have to pass the exam, be in the list, 1 to 150. It means it's not because you wrote the exam, automatically you have qualified. There are processes. So if they didn't fall in between that number, they should be patient. When we start our own internal one, the one that scholarship board will do, maybe the criteria might be different, and we assure you they will be accommodated. Now, going back to the main business of today, we're here to honor dedication, to commend determination. A lot of you that are here, I know you've been hearing one thing or the other, but what we're doing is not different from what these fallen heroes did for our country. Some persons who have decided to be enemies of the state wanted us to experience a dark, or will I say a black Christmas. But because we're determined to make sure that the interests of Rivers State should be the first thing, we're able, not easy, but to meet our obligation as a government. And today, I can say boldly that our civil servants are happy. Even in the face of all the propaganda that my allocation fell inside one bridge. But the civil servants are happy. We are the first state, not just making the promise, but living up to that promise. Today, civil servants that were collecting 70,000 before are jubilating with 120, 140. What is the greatest joy any government can achieve? It's not, you might do some project, you might do that, but the most important thing is the happiness that you leave in the hearts of people. That is the truth. People will forget that Sir Dr. Odili built this banquet hall. But they won't forget the story when they couldn't pay their children's school fee because of poor salary, and their salary now improved. They will always remember, look, if not for that government, this is my son who would have been a graduate. If not for that salary, this my son will not be a lawyer. He will not be a judge. He will not be an engineer. So the most important thing is making sure that our Rivers people are put first in everything we do. So let me thank every one of you that have continued to support us. God doesn't start and end halfway. We're determined to follow this journey, and we'll follow it to the end, where everyone will know that it is only God Almighty that gives power. I need to commend our security agencies for their support. I can say with all amount of assurance that they've been very cooperative. I know there are a lot of them under one pressure or the other, which is normal. I can always ask you to do the right thing, but will not ask you to do the wrong thing. Therefore, doing the right thing is easy, and that brings peace in the state. We're happy with what you're doing. We'll continue to support you to succeed in Rivers State. We have had a standard that on every day like this, we will support you with 20 million naira. But the question is, what will this 20 million naira do? In as much as I don't have money, doesn't mean not my own personal money or Rivers State government money, not my money. But we still have to do better. Those items that were sold for 1,000 before, today, it is 1,500, 2,000. So if I'm donating on behalf of the government to support the Emblem launch, 20 million naira, inside my head, I'm wondering what that 20 will do. Because this money is also a support to the Nigerian Legion. How many of them are strong? How many of them are even working? The little work they are doing is the security job they do for us at the Secretariat. That monthly we give them small subvention that they manage it. So even if I'm going to crucify me somewhere, let me do it. I want to increase the amount from 20 to 40. So with this now, half of those who wouldn't get the scholarship, you can now use that one to support, even if it's 500,000 to 200,000. It's not for you, chairman, the acting chairman, to go and share. It's for the support of the Legion. And the Legion is the widows of the Legion and the dependents of the fallen heroes. Let me finally thank every one of you and urge you to support this Emblem launch with all your hearts, knowing fully well that this is the only way we can contribute and sustain the support of our fallen heroes. I've already set the pace. I don't want you to bring down it. Let the fire be very strong, or the steam be stronger than my own. Thank you for all your support, and God will bless all of you.
Because I just sum up Rivers State, the allocation for the month of October. You understand? This is a welcome development. Shame to those people when want to suffocate Rivers State economy. If you and Fubara they fight, say now they get issue, you want to sit down to wicked Rivers people. If you stop Rivers State allocation, you indirectly stop the survival, the origin of Rivers workers, Rivers State people in general. If you start allocating, how they want to pay their salaries, how they want to live, civil servants who call, contractors who call. Understand? So it was that now make prominent Nigerians come to talk against that court judgment when stop Rivers State allocation. We're happy that at least the issues are getting positive response. And from this one, those people when they try stop reverse allocation go shame go enter their body.